All right, so we're continuing to think about the costs of college, and we just looked at how linear equations relate to our costs because we're thinking about how much money we're making every hour. There's a relationship between our total money and the number of hours worked, and our expenses, how much of those go out every month. And now we're thinking about the investment part, and that is a different type of equation. It's an exponential equation. So this is an exponential equation, and we're thinking about how fast these exponential equations grow with our interest rate exponential. Our interest rates affect these, how much time affects these, and so that is what we're going to look at here. We looked at this during day 4 of our college unit, if you need a reminder, and then we looked at exponential equations on day 7 as well. So we're going to look back at our work, and we're going to use a loan calculator and our loan amount. So this is also going to be linked in the video below, and it's going to be linked on your Google Classroom. That's where the loan calculator will be. All right, so for this path, I would likely need a loan for this amount. For that loan amount, you're going to need to look back at your prior slide. How much was the cost of that path, potential cost of your path? So if you need a loan for 4 years of college that is $30,000 a year, you might need a loan for $120,000, okay? So then you're going to use your loan calculator, and you're going to think about different interest rates and how long you would have to do and how much you pay each month. So you're going to use the loan calculator here. And you're also going to use some average interest rates that I supply you with. So just so you know, federal student loans, remember these are the ones that have good interest rates because the government's helping us out a little bit. And there's different types of them. You can go back to day 1 of this unit to think about that. And there's a limit to how much you can get from these federal loans. So you might have to do some of it with the federal loan interest rate and some of it with a private loan interest rate, which would be here. So do you notice the private student loan interest rate is different? So let's look at what this could be. So I could put in my loan amount. I put in how long it's going to take me to pay that off. So if I'm in college for 4 years, I won't be making any money yet, so I probably won't be paying it off in those 4 years. So then you can play with this to figure out how long you want that to be. So 10 years. Do it in years, not in months, unless you're going to be very quickly paying it off. So this just is an example. I'll set it as the private loan rate. And so for 10 years, my monthly payment will be $1,400, and the total interest I'll pay over this 10-year period is I'm paying $50,000 extra dollars. Remember, this is an exponential equation, so the longer my term is, the more I'm going to have to pay. Look at how that grows so quickly. So you're going to set different loan amounts. So you'll put in which ones you choose for 10 years. You would pay in interest over the life of that loan. Let's remember what this was. So this was 10 years. $48,000. The total interest paid is here. Total interest paid $48,000. That's the cost, how much you're going to pay the bank over that time. $48,000. I'm rounding. It's okay. You can round. What's a couple extra dollars over $48,000 at that point? Am I right? Okay, so then over the life of that loan and my payment each month, so every month, I'm still going to be paying $1,400. Okay, so $1,400. Now, so what we should do is we should look at, okay, what if I have part of it on an interest rate that's with the government, so 2.75, or maybe your parents have to help with that loan. So you're going to put in different options, and then what would you choose? So you can put in the 10-year one, you can put in the 15-year one, you can put in the 5-year one, and then say this is the best one for you. Okay. Then you're going to answer this sentence, fill in what this means based on what you see.